Come on. Hello. I know nothing about this game except that I want to play it. So I have no idea what's going to happen this stream. Because oh, I know how games like to make voices low. This can be changed later. No.
On the faraway continent of Norzelia, 3 mighty powers reigned. The Kingdom of Glenbrook, through which runs the mighty Norzelia River, bringing flourishing trade. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost, a land of ice and snow beneath which slumbers rich veins of iron. And in the desert, the holy state of Hyzant, home to the lake from which is harvested the salt essential to life. With each nation controlling one vital resource, conflict between these 3 powers was all too common. Minor disputes and skirmishes gave rise to fierce battles, and before long, the realm was engulfed in a bloody conflict that would rage on for years. Many died in what came to be known as the Salt Iron War. Brought to their limits and facing their mutual demise, the 3 powers at last negotiated a truce. The Norzelia Consortium is formed, a neutral organization that oversees fair trade of iron and salt. Finally, peace came to the realm. 30 years pass. Now, a new bond is set to be formed between the Grand Duchy of Esfrost and House Wolffort of Glenbrook, whose power in the kingdom is second only to that of the royal family itself.
Lord Serenoa? Good morning.
Congratulations, my lord. The future of Wolffort is looking brighter than ever.
Today's the day, is it not? We're all ready for the big moment. Thank you, everyone.
Young Master, Lord Serenoa. So, you were here after all.
Ah, Benedict. It would seem word has reached the people already.
You can thank Eridor for that. He couldn't refrain from blabbing the news to anyone who would listen. I'll have a talk with him after.
This is a momentous day, not merely for our domain, but for all of Glenbrook. I do not think it possible to keep it a secret.
This is well and true, my lord, but you must consider your betrothed's lineage.
I'm well aware of the situation, Benedict. I cannot say for sure what repercussions this may have. What I do know is that the people rejoice for us and harbor hope for the future. As the future Lord of House Wolfort, I must rise to the occasion.
Fine resolve, my lord. As House Steward, I will do all in my power to assist.
Thank you, Benedict. It is heartening to have the support of my father's right-hand man.
Shall we head to the port then, my lord?
So soon? I had thought we would have more time.
The river's waters have risen with the heavy rainfall earlier this week. And given the wind, I think it likely that Esfrost's ship will arrive ahead of schedule.
You never cease to amaze. Very well then, let us be on our way.
There's something about the voices. So the Internet Masters will advance the story. Two types of events, main and sub. Main events are crucial to the plot, while sub events are entirely optional, but will disappear from the map as the story progresses. So do sub events first. Got it. Okay. Available map.
I thank you for the escort. You are free to go.
Lady Frederica, there is no one here to receive you.
He will be along shortly, no doubt. If I have heard true, he is not the type to keep a lady waiting.
By your leave, then. We wish you everlasting happiness, my lady.
Thank you. I shall work hard, both for my new home and for my motherland. Please let brother, the Archduke, know that.
As you command, my lady. We leave the rest to you, Gila.
I shan't let you down. Phew, Glenbrook at last. Finally, we can take a moment of respite from our long journey. That said, it would seem we've arrived ahead of schedule.
I much prefer it to being late. This is a momentous day for Esfrost, and for the entire realm. We cannot afford to make a bad first impression.
I agree, which is why we cannot have you looking so tense. Why don't we go for a bit of a stroll?
A fine idea. After all, this may be the last time in a while that I am free to do as I please. Most are not inclined to grant liberty to one of Rosellan heritage, such as me.
You brought that pendant with you?
Of course. It is the only memento I have of my mother.
Thank you kindly, little lady. Letting a whole boatload of guards go back home was a stroke of genius. We heard tell you'd be here, and we wanted to be the ones to welcome you.
The winds of fortune are blowing today, aren't they, Pa?
Brigands!
Stand back, Frederica. I shan't let them have you.
Like the music.
What do you intend to do with us?
Make you our little hostages is all. And wring every last coin out of the duchy and House Wolford.
What's with that pink hair, though? Ya Rosellen? And that lady looks like she's from Hyzant. Did we go after the wrong boat?
Impossible! The ship was full of Esfrosti soldiers.
Enough! I am without a doubt.
Have you bandits no shame? Attacking two innocent women?
And just who in the hell are you?
In Australia, 3 major guiding conventions per hour. Utility, morality, and liberty. You must take the form of invisible objects that are influenced by the choices you make throughout the game. Your decision will shape surrounders' convictions as well as influence which companions you may choose during the course. Okey-doke.
You two bear a striking resemblance. Might you be father and daughter?
You got that right. This is Trish, my pride and joy. She's a chip off the old block, ain't she?
Minus the stench and the hairy arms, maybe.
You wound me, girl! That was supposed to be a compliment.
If you'd prefer, we'll leave you alone to settle your family dispute.
You're the whole reason we're quarreling, you dolt!
Exactly! You're about to pay for messing with Travis, the Bandit King!
Our foe has lost their composure. Well done, my lord.
Enough of this! You'll regret ruining our plans!
To arms, my lord.
Stand back, the both of you.
No, we fight together. I brought this upon us through my indiscretion. Pray allow me to help.
My lady.
I am a teacher of the arcane arts, and Frederica is a most apt pupil.
I can assure you we shan't be a burden.
Then I ask for your support from the back lines.
And you shall have it.
Why didn't you tell me you were having such fun? I would have joined you sooner.
What are you doing here?
Let us talk later. Now, I believe we have some lawless ruffians to rout.
Wavering support strategic good. Yeah, comrades are very supportive abilities.
I hope you adults are ready to learn a hard lesson. You'll need more than numbers to beat us.
Their confidence is admirable, at least. Orders, my lord?
Give them no quarter. We cannot allow brigands to have the run of Wolfort.
Just who are these people anyway?
Now, Benedict.
Positioning turn order, yep. High ground, yes. Attack from behind. Okay. Okay.
Think you got what it takes to best my family? Ha! Fools, the lot of you. Coming through. Give 'em a fight, men. Distinguish yourself in battle and you'll receive your due reward.
Okay.
We do not take kindly to thievery here in Wolfort. You will pay for your crimes. Defeat is not an option.
Mm-hmm. Just move that out of range.
You think you're all high and mighty, huh? Well, we'll show you we're no slouches ourselves. We're just trying to make a living here. Here.
Huh.
Our land has no place for those who disregard the law. I shall try my level best.
Yeah, Ranger 1 as well. Ugh.
I won't lose! You don't stand a chance! Shall we make it a contest, my friend? Let us see who brings down more of these ruffians.
I think not. Whatever would I tell your father if harm were to befall you?
These are no ordinary men.
Let us remain calm and clear-headed. That is our surest path to victory. Shall we begin?
Yeah, she's the cure person. Okay.
We must defend ourselves from this danger that threatens us.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Just keep every single goddamn one of them. Stay there for now.
Coming through!
For the honor of House Wolfort.
There.
I'll make this quick.
Really? Yeah, follow-up
I
text.
shall try my level best.
Okay, get that on that, and...
I will end this.
I won't lose. This is it.
Ow! Point me at him! Perfect opportunity!
No!
That worked, huh?
Let me heal your wounds.
Can I re- Really? You can just... Oh,
No!
that is... Really? So they can just run over water? Fine, 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 whatever. Fucking bullshit.
No!
Fucking knock that off as well.
Yeah. For the honor of House Wolfort. Wait your turn. Ha-ha!
Follow my lead.
It's not over yet.
Really annoying. Really, really annoying. Why did you have to go there, you fucking cunts?
I'll try this.
Shall we begin?
There is no mercy on the battlefield. You have nothing
Oh,
left.
fuck.
Too slow.
Okay.
Let me show you what I've learned.
To ashes. Here. Oh.
Being annoying.
Damn it! For the honor of House Wolfort. Ha! That hit the mark.
Your luck has run out.
Charge!
You don't stand a chance!
I see a path to victory. Your defense is weak.
My turn.
We mustn't lose heart.
You need to damn well heal yourself.
Be at ease.
I will end this. To ashes.
Make way. You're wide open.
Huh.
Ah!
Coming through! For the honor of House Wolfort. This ends here! Charge! It ends here!
I see a path to victory. Now, just as I
My
planned.
turn.
Really?
Let me heal your wounds. Your wounds are healed.
Much appreciated. I fight for peace.
Why can't I just do a normal freaking attack, eh?
Forgive me.
My stratagem is superior.
Ready for battle. Yeah.
Huh! My turn. This one'll hurt. Ah!
It's not over yet.
I can't fucking risk it, can I want to attack, but...
I'll try this. For my kingdom!
Defeat is not an option.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Let me heal your wounds. Be at ease.
I will end this.
Point me at him!
Hope you're ready. This one'll hurt.
For victory!
Freaking really?
For the honor of House Wolfort.
I see a path to victory.
I will end this. Flames, heed my call! Oh no! We will make our ideals reality.
Cool heads shall prevail. Your wounds are healed.
This will be of great use.
Point me at him!
Ha!
Hope you're ready.
For victory! Defeat is not an option.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Fine.
Let me show you what I've learned. With the powers in me.
Cool heads shall prevail. Be at ease.
Thank you.
One step closer to our hope.
Hope you're ready. This one'll hurt.
Damn it! I won't lose! You don't stand a chance! From where shall we strike? Wait your turn!
Let us pry out their weakness.
Allow me!
On low ground, but not be helped.
I fight for peace.
Can I reach that? No, I can't. Blech.
Shall we begin? Your wounds are healed.
I can keep fighting!
Make way!
Charge! Brace yourself! Defeat is not an option. Wait your turn!
I struck true.
To lead, I must grow.
Oh, almost got him.
I see a path to victory. That's
Now!
for the future of House Wolford.
Let me show you what I've learned. Sorry!
Hello, me! Damn it all! This can't be!
Ready for battle.
Shall we begin? Allow me.
Sorry to worry you. My turn.
Forward!
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
I will end this.
For victory! Brace yourself!
You little...
Did you see that?
You won't beat me! I don't play around.
No!
Bullseye!
Cool heads shall prevail.
And I can't reach them. Okay.
Defeat is not an option.
Let us pry out their weakness.
I fight for peace.
Charge! This is it!
Ow! You won't beat me! Ha! Ah!
Cool heads shall prevail. Allow me.
Much appreciated.
Defeat is not an option. Ha!
Follow my lead.
You'll rue this day, you bastards!
Is that good or bad?
Wait, I know that face! That's the Wolfort Lordling!
What's that you say?
Wolfort? It can't be.
What are they doing here so damn soon?
This ain't what we planned for. Let's get out of here.
For a bunch of no-good thieves. At least they know when they're in over their heads.
I would have preferred to apprehend them and see them atone for their crimes, but so be it.
Your bride-to-be is safe. Isn't that what matters?
My bride-to-be.
My sincerest apologies. I had no idea we were being trailed by bandits. But where are my manners? I am Frederica of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. I have come to fulfill our agreement. I am honored to join you in marriage and to call House Wolfort my new home.
The honor and pleasure is mine, Lady Frederica. Pray forgive me for not introducing myself sooner.
To think you'd fight at each other's side in battle before exchanging your vows. Though, I dare say that it bodes well for Wolford that its new lord and lady make such a fine team.
Your Highness!
Here you are. Why, the entire Kingsguard has been scouring the land for you.
Did you sneak out of the castle again, Roland?
When I heard my best friend's betrothed was arriving in Glenbrook, I simply couldn't miss the occasion.
While we appreciate the sentiment, perhaps you should have said something to the king.
I'm the least of my dear father's concerns. Though I suspect Huette will think otherwise. I suppose I'd best be on my way back. Rest easy, my fair Lady Frederica. You are in good hands here. I look forward to celebrating your union. Till we meet again.
His ring bore the insignia of Glenbrook's royal family. Could that have been...
Prince Roland, King Regna's younger son.
So a lord and a prince drove off a band of brigands by their own hand. What a fascinating nation we've come to, Frederica.
This is Sheila, my tutor and attendant.
Famed is the martial prowess of the Wolforts. It was an honor to be able to witness it firsthand.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Serenoa of House Wolfort. And this is Benedict, trusted steward of my family.
It is my honor to serve Lord Serenoa in any and all matters.
On behalf of House Wolfort, I welcome you to our domain.
You may think this is an odd question, my lord, but I ask it nonetheless. What does the color of my hair mean to you?
I find your courage more noteworthy than your appearance. You held your own out there on the battlefield.
You flatter me, my lord. I apologize if I was out of line.
Far from it. House Wolfort values the strength and courage of one and all.
I have lived a sheltered life in Esfrost, but I promise I will do all in my power to make myself useful.
That makes two of us. Fortunately, there is plenty of time for us to learn together.
Yes, together.
Lady Frederica, everyone awaits. Allow us to escort you back to Castle Wolfort.
Thank you, Benedict. It would be my honor.
I think I've got the hang of it.
Serenoa of Glenbrook's House Wolfort and Frederica of Esfrost will unite in marriage to strengthen the ties between their two nations. In doing so, the newfound allies hope to hold their own in the face of Hyzant's salt monopoly, which continues even now, decades after the war. Who could have known that this was but a prelude to an uprising that would engulf all of Norzelia in the flames of war?
Pretty much anyone could have known that. You've essentially got two kingdoms making ties together against a third. And it's a power balance of 3. Of course it's going to upend everything. enchantment. I suppose it would have been too much to ask for everything to be voiced. If it isn't Lord Serenoa, how do you do? This humble merchant has brought the finest selection of goods from across the realm. Please have a look. What I got?
Wherever did my fool brother run off to? I explicitly told him I wanted him here when we welcome our guests.
It would seem Prince Roland shrugged off the King's Guard and went on a little excursion, as he's wont to do. I swear it's as if the boy exists to drive us mad.
He is an embarrassment to our family. No matter. I will see to matters myself.
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
I see new faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Claris.
But of course, Your Highness. The imposing-looking woman over there is General Avlora of Esfrost. Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War. If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself. Over there is Minister Exham Marshal of the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military and diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
A general of the Grand Duchy and Hyzant's young hope. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them. I know this man, Sorsle End of Hyzant, yes?
Just so, my lord. As you doubtless know, he is the Holy State's Minister of Salt. A prestigious position, though it is said he feels threatened by Minister Exham of late.
So even the great monolith that is the Holy State is not immune to internal strife. Thank you, Claris. I can see they were not wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the tournament, it would not do for me to be ignorant of the combatants.
Your Highness, Lord Thalos and Lady Erica, brother and sister of the Archduke, have arrived. They will be joining the festivities in Archduke Gustadolf's stead.
Word has it that Lord Thalos has been appointed Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential individual in all of Esfrost.
Archduke Gustadolf is said to prize freedom more than anything. It would seem that includes the freedom to put his own family above all.
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new allies.
You need not remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Esfrost's ruling family. Honored guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook. It is an honor to welcome you to our kingdom in my father's stead. I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together. Though I imagine some may be too occupied awing us with their prowess in the tourney to enjoy the revelry themselves. Allow me to escort you to Whiteholm Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
Prince Roland, finally you return.
At ease, Huette. I trust all was well in my absence.
Well enough. Another visit to the Wolfort domain, was it?
Indeed, on minor business. My apologies for leaving unannounced.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Besides, no one would lose any sleep if something happened to me. Father and Franny least of all. Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
Well, I would not. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Huette. Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
I should hope not. So it is true that you plan to fight in the tourney on the morrow, and alongside House Wolfort, no less.
How did you...
His Grace told me, when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
So Father knew all along.
And so I have decided to fight at your side. You won't be slipping away on my watch this time.
As you wish.
Oh, anything else? Yeah. Or being this sent out to begin with, but whatever.
Welcome back, the both of you.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind. And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolfort. This is Erador, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
You'll be the lady of House Wolfort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same, and from this day on, they're your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Erador.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Strike from the shadows, okey-doke. And a tank. Assassin and tank, got it.
As you are well aware, there are two events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenoa and his bride are wed.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regna for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the three nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the two before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolfort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day, the tourney! Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords!
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Laura. And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolfort.
On that matter, there are two things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolfort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, it's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health.
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men. So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho! The pleasure is all mine.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl. You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Oh, I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolfort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations...
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
Just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse,
We could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Father!
Lord Simone!
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision. As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolfort. You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolfort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
Years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long and battled realm. one after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success. The first step on the road to peace. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
Welcome to Castle Wolffort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Serenoa Wolffort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolffort in Serenoa's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolffort, as will I.
Pray, go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance?
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norzelian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes? I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
Lord Dragan could be anywhere. I suppose this is a good opportunity, as any, to speak with the common folk. Exploration bases. I've been tasked with attending you at the ceremony tomorrow, my lord. May it be a joyous occasion for all. I'm eager to hear your speech, and even more eager to see you triumphant at the tourney. I sense you may have some questions regarding this joint mining venture. Allow me to enlighten you. Combining the expertise and manpower of Norzelia's 3 nations, this mine will unearth the newly discovered vein of iron. We hope this will prove beneficial for all parties, providing wealth and prosperity in equal measure. It is said Lord Dragon's knowledge of ironworking is peerless. I think of none more suited to oversee the mine's development. I tell Prince Roland is shirking his duties at the castle once again. Thank heavens that shiftless child isn't in line for the crown. Items from things. Got to check. To see the peace we enjoy now, one would never think that but 30 years ago our realm was engulfed in war. The Salt Iron War seems not but a far-off nightmare now. Notes. Last ends there in its history, if I ever want to read them. Greetings, my lord. My friends and I are playing hide and seek. By your request, Benedict and I shall take part in the tourney. May you bring victory to House Wolfort. There's been nothing amiss, my lord. Another quiet day. There is no rest for a young lordling. All eyes will be upon you in the coming days. Frederica and I shall make every effort to learn the lay of the land, so that we might share the weight of your duties. It's just like him to gallivant off with Nari. A word of farewell. Still, I suppose this is a chance to become acquainted with my future home. How would you describe your town, Serona? And the people are thankful to their lord for that, I'm sure. And there are always threats to the peace. However, as your encounter with the bandits proved. Of course, simply ensuring the smallest amount of safety must be a daunting task in itself. It will give me much to consider. My husband works from dawn till dusk. At the port, lifting crates and who knows what else. It's honest work, though, and the backbone of our livelihoods besides. We're playing hide and seek till Dad comes home. I need to find a place to hide and quick. Try not to hurt yourself. I will. Dad got awful mad when I climbed up on the rooftops. Awful mad. That anger comes from a place of concern. I'm not saying you shouldn't hide, but promise you'll keep your safety in mind.
I promise with my lord is as good as gold. Sam will be glad to hear it.
The most esteemed personage from each nation will be attending the ceremony, I hear, a veritable melting pot of politics. Such an opportunity to meet and speak with your peers must not be wasted, my lord. Still can't believe Travis and his feral spawn attacked your dear bride-to-be like that. I'm just glad we got there before any real harm could be done, my lord.
A lot of folk have come to town for the ceremony. Even saw a man in there wondering about him, wide-eyed wonder.
I scarce remember the last time Glenbrook was host to such a marvellous... whatever. Who among the nations will win glory? Which will be known as the fiercest in all Norrisville? I mean, to be there when history is made. This town is prosperous and its people have faith in their lord. An impressive achievement by my experience. You are so kind, Lord Dorgan. Ah, my apologies, but you are? The apology should be mine. I'm Serena Wolfort. I've come to remind you to return to the castle before the banquet begins. Certain parties were quite insistent. Of course, I appreciate the consideration. I'd like to explore the town a while longer, but rest assured I shall be punctual in my arrival. Must make ready for the wedding ceremony. What gift would best suit the union of you and Lady Frederica? It's an impossible choice. Perhaps an audience with Lord Simon will spark inspiration. Okay. The banquet will begin soon. Lord Duncan and I best not arrive late. At the banquet.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolfort.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzan's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me, then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
Another event down here.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries. It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolforts and Minister Patriot.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind. Use them well when you can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants. They're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Oh, stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Brother...
I yield.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the final match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolfort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
Now that's what I call a feast. You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica...
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
No apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this...
True? Of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds. And so I did my due research at the archives, that my grand invention shall blast our way forward.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. Each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity. I am too young to have known the war, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
Cannot say, truly.
It is impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well.
Interesting. You are the first I've spoken to express such skepticism, and yet, you may see more clearly than most.
Like as not, it is a baseless worry.
It is a lord's place to worry. We may at last share a common goal, but our motivations differ. The future is murky, no matter how brightly some may try to paint it. My new cousin has the intuition of a leader, I see. Or perhaps you're simply a worrywart. In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn. Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine will be writ large for all to see! And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
Dragan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just lie.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and Trueborn siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces. But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well. We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors. As do I. For 30 years you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those...
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord.
And so I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house, pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend, long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
Let's false hope. Very story heavy.
My beloved son, Serenoa, will oversee the matters of our house from this day forward. I expect you to serve him as dutifully as you served me.
Of course, Lord Simone.
Aye, my lord. Our undying loyalty to House Wolford.
My son, listen well. A lord's judgment shapes the fates of his kin and subjects alike. Responsibility for their well-being now falls on your shoulders. You must lead them well.
Yes, Father. I shall keep those words close to my heart. To that end, I require wise counsel. Together, you possess a wealth of experience. As Lord of House Wolfort, it is my duty to consider the best course from every perspective afforded me. I shirk not from this responsibility. At the same time, I would be a fool to not seek guidance from those more traveled than I. For my house and my people, I trust I can rely on you.
Well spoken, my son. I dare say you are more than ready to receive this.
The Scales of Conviction, a holy relic, said to be blessed by the deities of old.
It was gifted to our family by the King of Glenbrook. From this day on, I entrust it to you. However, it is of little use without these.
Coins. 7 of them.
Tokens of conviction, we call them. Give one each to only your most trusted retainers and allies. They will guide you when the path is darkest. Their words will illuminate the pitfalls ahead. Heed well the advice of your friends and subjects, and choose your steps carefully. Such has been the way of our house, and such you must see it always shall be.
I will, Father. I shall treasure these gifts and make wise use of them in times of need.
Very good. Now do your duty, my son.
We await your orders, my lord.
We depart for the capital at once. May this ceremony be but the first of many joyous occasions ahead of us.
For House Wolford!
And so the stewardship of House Wolffort passes from father to son. Lord Simon Wolffort, beloved throughout Glenbrook, entrusts the future to young Serenoa. With the ceremony to mark the beginning of the joint mining venture and a tourney on the horizon, the Wolfforts set forth to the Crown City. With no heroic deeds yet to his name, the new Lord Wolffort sets his eyes on the proving grounds, eager to show his worthiness.
So Lord Simon will step down. I suppose the time comes for us all to pass on the torch eventually. What wisdom has your father bestowed upon you?
He has told me what it means to be lord of a house.
Very good. Serenoa of House Wolffort, the crown of Glenbrook now looks to you for loyal service and brotherhood.
Yes, Your Majesty. I shall not disappoint.
I dare you to say that again, Thalis.
Must you make me repeat myself? I am the Prime Minister of Esfrost. I and I alone am fit to represent our nation. Go push your papers in the shadows like the minor lordling's son you are.
You would shame me. You, who would be nothing if not for your high birth. Your ineptitude is mocked by noble and commoner alike.
Dragan, you forget yourself.
You both forget yourselves.
Frederica?
If you must bray at each other, then do so back home. Your bickering will bring shame upon our nation.
Such strong words, sister. Do you think you're above us now that you're being wed to mighty House Wolffort?
Please, Erica.
My apologies, but the ceremony will begin soon. I ask the delegates of each nation to make their preparations.
And you must be Sarah Noah Wolford. Well, I suppose we should bother the happy couple no longer. Well done, Frederica. I see you've inherited your mother's wiles. She always did have a way with men.
Too bad you also inherited her hair. That sickly pink makes me want to retch.
Pray forgive my cousins, Lord Serenoa, and forgive me if I was out of line.
Those two, they were...
Phallus and Erica Esfrost. Full brother and sister to Archduke Gustadolf. And my half-siblings.
I see. Well, I hope that we can all come together for the sake of our grand endeavor.
Nope, I now see why bargains like he is. As blacksmith, I have the privilege of looking after everyone's weapons. It's my honor to forge and repair whatever Wolfort warriors require. Any blades that need tempering or bows that need priming, you need only say the word. So if you can upgrade your weapons or weapon abilities. I get it. Kind of annoying. So I can't do anything else. Forge is always here if you need it. Essentially, well. Now see the problems with that.
My honored guests, I am pleased to announce that operations at the Grand Norzelian mines have commenced in earnest.
The Earth has yielded treasures more magnificent than even we had anticipated. May the mines endure for many years as a symbol of prosperity for all of our nations.
Well said. With Hyzant's salt and capital, Esfrost's ingenuity, and Glenbrook's raw materials and manpower, our realm's future is bright indeed. It is a partnership built on 3 pillars, each bearing equal weight. We owe a debt of gratitude for all who have supported this grand venture. Of particular note is Lord Dragan, whose knowledge has allowed us to so swiftly see our labor bear fruit. And House Wolfort, whose mediation has proved invaluable in forming this accord. May their deeds be forever remembered by history. Let us raise our cups and toast to their health and happiness.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Lord Serenoa's smiling from ear to ear. Shame his parents couldn't be here to see this.
Do not get too swept away in the moment, Erador. We have a job to do here, and the day has only begun.
Now that the formalities are done with, let the festivities begin. Step forward, Sir Maxwell.
So, this is the one they call the Dawn Spear.
Glenbrook's fiercest warrior. They say he has never known defeat.
I would take the measure of this man.
Now that the foundations for peace have been laid, let us be stifled by rigid formality no longer. There is a tourney to be had, after all. A much more entertaining event than my endless speeches.
Hear, hear, hear!
Hear, hear!
Will any among you prove a match for our Sir Maxwell, the champion of our previous challenge? I very much look forward to finding out. Until then, help yourselves to our hospitality and our wine.
Eat, drink, and be merry. It shall not be long until final preparations are complete.
Our time is nigh, Serenoa. Ah, but I forget myself. Our time is nigh, Lord Wolfort. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. But living up to the title will be no easy task.
You'll do your father proud, I'm sure. Unlike some of us.
Have more faith in yourself, my friend.
Have more faith in yourself, my friend. After all, you too shoulder the future of the kingdom.
I wonder if Glenbrook will truly flourish thanks to anything I do.
Of course it will. It already has. Besides, House Wolfort is at your back.
My apologies. And thank you. I shall strive to be worthy of your support.
You two are quite the pair, aren't you?
Fast friends from the day we met. And you are?
Apologies for not introducing you sooner. This is Huette of the Kingsguard.
I am tasked with keeping His Highness safe, though he often seems to resent it. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you, Lord Wolfort.
Ah, Prince Roland has told me much about you. I can see he is in good hands.
I shall see that it is so, my lord.
Now let us begin our preparations. Today we take the field, and today
we claim victory.
Best greet our guests. It would also give me a chance to take the measure of my soon-to-be opponents. Soon you'll lead your first foray into battle, and Lady Frederica and I shall experience true combat for the first time.
Already thought of battle?
Do you have a stratagem in mind for the tourney? Is that so, my lord? To tell the truth, I hadn't anticipated such a response, but thank you for the flattery nonetheless. I was being sincere. I have faith in all my allies, else we would not be fighting together. Your honesty is refreshing indeed. I am not so nervous as I was a moment before. I shall do my best to answer your every expectation. Lady Frederica and I shall prove ourselves worthy to fight alongside you. Father Senerica, wonder if those two would deign to participate in the tourney. Wants to beat the crap out of her siblings. Can't blame her, really. Must be Lord Wolford. I am Patriarch of House Consor. By King Rengar's grace, we were chosen above all others to attend this momentous ceremony. It is an honor, truly. All we have we owe to our king. Let us continue to serve him as we can. To dare fight by Sir Maxwell's side in the tourney, I could not envision a greater honor than this. May we cross swords, Lord Serenora, and may the fight be one to remember. Lord Sonora. I understand the Wolford name is now in your hands. Allow me to reintroduce myself as your peer. I'm Landore Falx, Lord of one of Glenbrook's 3 high houses. This tourney will be your first and best chance to show the skill of Wolford's new generation. You have my support. May you find success deserving of a high house. Let us hope this tourney brings the same thrills as last year's. I won't soon forget the final bout between Lord Simon and the Dawnspear. Aye, 'twas a match for their histories. 'Tis a shame Lord Simon wouldn't be here to have another go at it. His son is representing us Wolford this year, I hear. I don't reckon one so green can stand against the likes of the Dawnspear, but I've seen stranger things. The Dawnspear is returning to defend the title he won at the previous tourney. Let's hope he hasn't been resting on his laurels. Stories of Minister Exam's skill have reached even the lips of my servants. I very much look forward to learning the truth of these tales. My lord, before the tourney begins, I would like to ask you a single question. To what end do you believe this contest is being held? May appear to be That's right. Just so, my lord. Each nation will show their strength and take the measure of others in turn. Be a test of skill as well as mettle. I'll not treat it lightly. Very good. It shall be the first of many tests to come, I'm sure. It's an honor to be allowed to fight by House Wolford's side. I shall do my utmost to bring honor to you on the battlefield. You by my side, friend, I feel we could take on the entire realm. I dare say we may even give the Dawn Spear his first taste of defeat. Kitty! I understand your medal shall be on display at the tourney, my lord. May it leave an impression on all in attendance. There. Congratulations on your recent appointment as Lord. I'm sure the entire realm will celebrate the occasion. Lord Simon has ever been a dear friend to us. Pray do not hesitate to come to us in times of need. You're the new Lord of House Wolford, yes? I've seen you from afar, but I believe this is the first time I've had the pleasure of speaking with you. Even now the common folk sing of your house's bravery during the Salt Iron War. However, I suspect it shan't be long before they sing of House Marcel's deeds instead. I look forward to seeing you at the tourney, Lord Serenoa. I'm saucily indeed, but I'm sure you know that. I have the honor of being one of the Saintling Seven. The duties of a young lordling are many, but I trust you are more than capable. May this mining bring prosperity to us all. Such a massive endeavor is bound to be fraught with danger. If you or yours ever require medical treatment, pray visit the Ministry of Medicine. We are blessed with the finest medical minds in Norzelia, but our facilities aren't open to just anyone. Mention my name, however, and every service shall be at your disposal. Tell of the Ministry. It's said that even the most grievous wounds can be treated there. Very much like to see how such miracles are performed. Young Lord Warfort, thank you for the honor of including me among such esteemed company. Each face I see is more impressive than the last. Even members of the Saintly Seven have deigned to step foot upon our shores. Of course, I have had many dealings with Hyzant in the past. I am taken to understanding all are equal in the eyes of their goddess, and even those not of noble birth can achieve prestigious stations. I intend to use this opportunity to avail myself of this famed equality and perhaps win the ear of a saint in the process. Country where station is decided not by birth. It's not where Hyzant's goddess was so equitable in her judgment. I'd very much like to make time to visit. You are joining the tourney with my brother, aren't you? Sir Maxwell has trained with him since he was little. Roland could barely stand after they sparred. But he ever walks like the Dawn Spear now. I'm so proud to have him as my brother. My apologies. Franny is always saying I let my emotions get the better of me. Please keep my brother safe, will you? With a wedding on the horizon, I imagine time must be a precious resource for you. Your life is on the cusp of great change, my young lord. Still, I pray you remain a faithful friend to my brother. He has his foibles, but I care for him all the same. Is it true that General Vorla will be taking the field in the tourney? The right hand of the Archduke, rivaled only by her lord in ferocity, I doubt she judges the friendly competition to be worthy of her abilities. Still, if she lives up to her reputation, then she wouldn't have to try hard to prove a match for even the mightiest warrior. Lord Serenoa, congratulations on your recent appointment. The news of Lord Simon's abdication was sudden, to be sure, but all lords must give up their position in time. Still, I'm certain having that immense responsibility thrust upon you at such a young age must be trying indeed. If you ever require counsel, or simply a sympathetic ear to bend, do not hesitate to call upon House Telori. I've trained the prince since he was scarcely old enough to hold a spear. I have a great interest in seeing his performance at the tourney. I would wish you good luck, but I would rather your skill carry you to victory. Carry your father's legacy on your shoulders, young lord. Eager am I to see how it fits you. Why? Menu. System. Options. Camera settings. Ah, that's better. First tourney as lord of your house, eh? I know the day will come, but it still brings tears to my eyes to see it. Boys, remember that Benedict or I are here back, my lord. Come to us for whatever you need. That includes the tourney. You need someone in the dirt, my lord? I'm your man. Let's show 'em what stuff House Wolford is made of. Lord Serenoa, Benedict has been looking for you, but it seems you've already spoken. I hear the Bloody Shield himself will be fighting on behalf of Earthfrost during this year's tourney. He's the captain of the Duchy's elite Hawk Riders and a fierce Hawk Shield himself. I look forward to seeing the man in action. Never seen a woman, or a man for that matter, quite like Minister Lila. Beautiful, elegant, brilliant, and what I wouldn't give to serve under someone like her. Word has it her new assistant is a strapping young researcher, said to be well versed in ice magic. I know I shouldn't have spent more time at my books instead of in the training yard. Very much like to see the skill of Minister Lila's new assistant for myself. Perhaps I will, and sooner rather than later. I passed a group of soldiers clad in black armor on the way here. Are those Aerofrost-storied black irons? I mean, the questionary area, Stotty. I cared about the archives. It said that within the archives countless tomes lie the answer to any and all questions that have ever been asked. You only need to seek them out. House of Boundless Knowledge. That's certainly something I'd like to see with my own eyes. You're from House Wolford, yes. Your reputation is formidable, to be sure, but our Frost military is second to none. Day and night we train, and I dare say even our rank and file would be a match for any other army's elite troops. Why, just the other day we managed to capture a particularly dangerous smuggler. He was swift as a horse and as deadly with a bow as any man alive. I even broke a bone in the process. Skills would have doubtless made him a capable soldier, so I wonder what desperate paths our choices send us down. Soldiers here are obedient, I'll give them that. I can't say the same for Airfrost's military. Better or worse, in Airfrost we value freedom over all else. Those with the drive to succeed naturally rise to the top. Though your kingdom's lord and ladies might view us as a rabble of ambitious upstarts, we aren't bold by tradition in Airfrost. If you ever have any interest in seeing what true freedom looks like, you're welcome any time. Country where one is judged by ability and not birth certainly has produced some formidable personages. Shall have to visit whenever time allows. A predictable match with a predictable outcome. Shall aim to surprise. I suppose we haven't formally met yet. I'm Erica Airfrost. Yes, Frederica is my sister, although I hardly think of her as such. This country is old, for lack of a better word. I'm certain it'll fit her sensibilities perfectly. Ah, Cyrano Wolford. How good to see you again so soon. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Thalas Aerofrost at your service. I suppose soon I shall be calling you my brother-in-law. This is quite the castle you have, full of history and great deeds. I hope that one day fate sees it fit to deliver me one so grand. Oh, the little shit. Look. Tony will begin soon. I'd best head back.
The combatants have arrived, and the stage has been set. Let us introduce the champions who will fight for the glory of their nations. Fighting for the honor of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, General Avlora. Fighting for the honor of the Holy State of Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshal. Fighting for the honor of the Kingdom of Glenbrook, House Wolfort. And last but not least, the victor of our previous tourney, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear.
Hurrah! Hurrah!
The Wolfort Lordling is here in his father's stead, I see.
Lord Simon's heroics on the battlefield are the stuff of legend. A pity I couldn't match swords with him today.
You will match swords with me. I promise to make it every bit as exhilarating as Father would.
You have his spirit, if nothing else.
Indeed. I look forward to crossing swords with you.
The combatants have assembled. Now, let the battles begin! I shall announce our first pairing, as chosen by lots. Minister Exham and Lord Wolfort, make ready for combat!
You should be more up in the middle, really. I think you're more of a glass cannon type. You have a bow. Yeah, that'll do.
Be gentle, my lords. I'm not as strapping as once I was.
I expect no quarter from you, Prince Roland, nor from you, Lord Serenoa. Show us the swordplay your house is so famous for.
They're two of Hyzan's most famed generals. We'll have no room for mistakes.
Then we shall make none. Now, let us show the realm the mettle of the new generation.
For honor and glory!
Time to work.
Charge!
Okay, weaknesses and resistance.
This is it!
You are not worthy of my time.
Your lifeblood shall paint my sword.
No!
The hunt is on.
Show range anyway.
From this range.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
I'll make this quick.
It's just annoying.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Sloppy!
Together. Victory is within reach.
Come at me! Look to my shield!
Too obvious.
How shall I destroy you?
Yes. Status changes. Blah.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Oh, really? I can't read.
Be at ease.
Thank you.
I will end this. With the powers in me.
Too obvious. I need a healer.
Really? You can't. Fine. Well, you're dead.
It's over.
Ah! My turn.
Did you see that?
The hunt is on.
I ain't that slow.
From where shall we strike? Wait your turn.
I see a path to victory.
Sloppy.
She died.
Good try. Damn it! To battle, I suppose. Sleep.
I see your every opening. There's no
I'll take
joy
you
in
on.
an easy victory.
You're done!
I shall do what I can. Your wounds are healed.
My thanks.
Let me show you what I've learned. Two ashes.
Don't know if there's friendly fire. That is problematic.
You are not worthy of my time.
I'll take this one.
I was prepared for this.
It's over.
My stratagem is superior.
A new power.
Charge! This is it! For my kingdom!
This battle is ours. This ends now!
Carefully.
Ha!
You've made a great... That hit the mark!
Maybe next time.
By her grace!
Let us pry out their weakness.
My turn. You've left yourself open. That hit the mark.
How shall I destroy you? Yes!
My aid is yours.
Yes!
Cool heads shall prevail.
Yo.
Your wounds are healed.
My utmost thanks.
You won't beat me! I'll be your shield!
Let me show you what I've learned.
healer.
It's over.
You fight admirably, but you will not claim victory so easily.
I think this has been easy.
The numbers are few, but they are fierce. Stay focused and drive them back. I won't lose. Take that! Yes!
Time to take flight. This ends now! May I?
What would Father do?
I'm so close to dying.
That hit the mark.
Now!
You brute!
Did you see that?
I've gained new strength.
Goddess, I thank you for your blessing this day. A worthy foe is a glorious gift indeed.
You find the goddess in odd places, Exile. This trifling tourney will bring Hyzant neither riches nor glory.
The goddess works in myriad ways, Minister Sorsley. You would do well to keep your eyes attuned.
Let us pry out their weakness.
You're wide open! How shall I destroy you?
Cool heads shall prevail.
Oh, thank God.
Allow me.
This will help.
I fight for peace. Flames, heed my call! We will make our ideals reality.
I'll take you on! You're done!
I struck true. Tomorrow is a new day.
I asked for no quarter. You did not disappoint. Perhaps one day we can fight as allies. Minister Sorsley, I leave the rest in your capable hands.
I can still move.
Victory
is in reach.
Now!
Sounds good.
Sheer goal.
We win. Victory is within reach. The hunt is on.
Mm.
From where shall we strike? Here!
Have another! I love the battle.
I shall try my level best. Let us steel our defenses.
This is...
This is most unpleasant.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Allow me.
My thanks.
With clear eyes, I move forward. Allow me.
I'm kind of use it, you know.
Come at me! Come on!
Too slow!
I need a healer. It's over!
Leave it to
Sounds
me!
right.
Ah, my old wounds flare up again. I can fight no further. To think they'd get the better of us!
Your father taught you well. You wield that great sword with skill beyond your years. Well fought. The day is yours.
Victory goes to House Wolfort! Our next bout shall be between General Avlora and Sir Maxwell. May glory go to the victor.
Stand back. This one is mine.
Very well. I accept your challenge. Whoever taught you, they taught you well. Though something tells me you surpassed your teacher long ago. Your defense is formidable.
As is yours. I yield.
Victory goes to Sir Maxwell!
My hand. I can't feel it. So that was General Avlora. I pray never to meet her on the battlefield. There will be no quarter given today, young lord of House Wolfort.
I would expect nothing less.
Really?
Huh? Where am I? Oh.
Ah, you're awake. And none the worse for wear, considering the blow you took from Sir Maxwell.
He was too strong for us in the end.
Today, yes. But let us keep at our training. One day, the students will surpass their master.
Let us work hard for that day, my friend.
Oh, that was the end of that chapter, eh?
Serenoa and his stalwart allies prove their mettle against the realm's fiercest warriors before finally facing Sir Maxwell, victor of the previous tourney. After a hard-fought match, the Dawn Spear emerges victorious once more. Though beaten in the end, Serenoa's courageous display impresses itself upon all in attendance. Any doubts concerning House Wolfort's martial might are put to rest. Thus marks an end to the tourney and the festivities as a whole. With the spirit of harmony in their hearts, the delegates of each nation make preparations for their return voyages.
And then the river flows. Okay.
Seeing our honored guests off shall be your last lordly duty this day. Now, I remind you.
It is not to be taken lightly. Worry not, Benedict. They shall be sent off with all the pomp they deserve.
You take to your new role well, Lord Serenoa. As I must now take to my own. Pray, visit me at the mines whenever you have the time.
Farewell, Frederica. May we never meet again.
Thank you for such a productive use of our valuable time. I do so love interminable speeches and watching brutes play at war. Truly, the spirit of Glenbrook was on display for all to see. Oh, but I should watch my tongue. Wouldn't want her to go whimpering to brother.
Pay my fool cousin no mind. We have work to do. Work more important than any he could hope to be trusted with.
I apologize for those two. This was a fruitful day for all in attendance.
I am glad to hear you say so, General of Lura.
I can't believe we lost. I thought you were supposed to be one of Hyzant's greatest warriors.
Our foe was a worthy one. It would be an honor to cross blades again someday.
Thank you for your hospitality. Please give my regards to Lord Simone.
Of course, Minister.
It would seem everyone is gathered. You'll find your boats are laden with a bounty of Glenbrook's finest wares and victuals. King Regna asks that you eat and drink your fill, and toast to our three nations' newfound alliance.
More of that swill you call wine? I suppose I could force myself to partake.
Your king honors us with his generosity. We shall present these as offerings to the goddess of salt. The Hierophant, too, will no doubt be overjoyed.
Lord Wolford, I bring a message from King Regna. He would have you join our guests on their return voyage to serve as their envoy.
This is a great honor, my lord. You would represent our nation and speak with the king's voice.
If it is His Majesty's wish, it is a duty I will gladly accept. But there are 2 vessels and only one of me. Did King Regna say which of our honored guests I should accompany?
He would leave that decision to you, Lord Wolford.
Lord Falks, as representative of another of Glenbrook's high houses, will board the ship you do not.
And why was House Tellior not given this honor? Last I knew, our kingdom had 3 high houses, not 2.
The mere fact that you whimper those words before us is answer enough. Good show at the tourney, Lord Serenoa. You truly are your father's son. The king has seen fit to leave this decision in your hands, and I shall not gainsay his wisdom.
A lord must be worldly as well as wise. I trust you will conduct yourself as befits the lord of a high house.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell, Lord Volks.
The king has entrusted this decision to you, my lord. I suppose you have an idea as to why.
He means to test my judgment. He is waiting to see which I choose and for what reason.
Indeed. We are friendly with both nations now, so neither choice will earn his ire. That said, there is no telling how these relations may change going forward. No doubt, the choice you make will have an effect on our own house's relationship with the nation you choose.
I understand. This requires careful consideration. Benedict, gather the others. I would hear their opinions on the matter. Then we shall consult the scales of conviction.
At once, my lord.
Sundry shop. Well, if it isn't Lord Serenoa, welcome to the Encampment Tavern. All Vault soldiers will have a place to relax so long as I'm around, and I plan on sticking with you till the end. Perhaps you ought to consider dropping in for a drink and a chat every so often too, my lord. It's actually good rewards, that's problematic actually. Don't be a stranger. Welcome to the Sundry Shop. You can exchange your kudos for special wares here. House Wolford's always treated me well. There's aught I can do to repay your kindness. You need only ask. You'll be able to promote unit classes here too. Fear not. I'll let you know when one of your comrades is ready. Recruits, eh? Okay, and random braveries. Right. These are bombs. Yeah, may as well buy them anyway. Until next time.
It seems your first test as Lord has come. 'Tis no small matter either.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why. State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
That is correct. So long as my allies walk by my side, their opinions carry equal weight to mine. Such is the way of House Wolford. As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the Scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
He understands what it means to be Lord of his house.
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going too. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolford will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Your Highness, you cannot be...
You may stay ashore if you wish, Huette.
You know I cannot allow that. If you insist on going, then I shall attend you.
Well then, it would seem the matter is settled.
There is exactly one coin for each of us.
It seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings.
How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? One coin, one vote.
Very well. I would hear each of your thoughts on the matter in turn. Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
As for us, Hyacinth, would that we had time to visit both. While I may not have my own token of conviction, it's my duty to lend an ear to their arguments. An honest exchange of opinions will hopefully lead to a decision that satisfies all who vote. Oof. Prince Franny and Minister Bratel are waiting to see off our esteemed guests. I said to ask them if you have any questions on the matter. King Ragnar expects great things of you, Lord Serenoa. Is there anything I can do to be of service? Simply say the word. Surely you jest, Lord Serenoa. The kingdom is in the capable hands of the royalists like myself. Our home has a long history of prosperous trade that utilizes everything our bountiful land has to offer. There is nothing for the warriors of House Wolford to worry themselves over. But, if I may be so blunt, Prince Roland's whimsical acts of late have been met with disappointment from both King Wrangler and Prince Franny. I wouldn't call them whimsical, Minister Henry. Roland is doing everything he can for his kingdom. If this were not a family matter, I should like to ask His Highness myself to conduct himself in a manner more befitting a prince. Alas, that is out of my hands. I am certain you understand the same, Lord Wolford. I would hate for anything to happen should you decide to step in. House Wolford has turned its sword on the royal family before, albeit 30 years ago. But in the end, your house joined forces with the kingdom to lead the war to its end, and are even lauded as heroes to this day. But there are some who still harbor their suspicions. I urge you to proceed with the utmost caution. Pray, forgive me. I forget myself sometimes. I hope my foolish ramblings have not clouded your judgment. The decision is yours to make, Lord Serenoa, and I am sure you will choose most wisely. Lord Wolford, I know your position as head of your house comes with many responsibilities, but being party to Roland's fancies is not one of them. I hope you understand that. Brother, you say? You mean to take my place as that fool's older sibling, then? Of course not. There is no way I could replace you, Prince Franny. But because you are brothers, in truth, it stands to reason that you would bicker like siblings. Perhaps it would be good for the royal family if I were to be a buffer between you two. What a curious man you are. Offer to play such a part. Do as you please, but I suggest holding on tightly to his reins if you do. Right down the other side. Yep.
Serenoa.
I always wondered when I might visit the country where my mother was from. How did she spend her youth? I'd very much like to see. Right.
Listen, lad.
I can't very well say Hyzan holds much appeal to me. Some say an exile might too clever by half. I'm sure the people at Arfrost will give a warm reception, even if their welfare won't.
Lord Serenoa.
Arfrost soldiers are said to be among the strongest in all of Norzelia. However, that is only hearsay. I mean to judge them for myself. Hyzan has its charms as well, I'm sure. What about its appeals to you, my lord? Said the skill of their mages is unequaled. Wouldn't you like to test your skill against such warriors?
Quite true.
I've heard the same. What magic I have seen is impressive enough. I can scarcely imagine what a true master could do. I should like to try my hand against one in mock combat, if able. My bow against their spells.
Okay.
Thank you, my lord. I suppose there may be some merit in visiting Hyzant. Which one is it you?
Say.
Doubtless Alfrost will be a close partner in the days ahead. It'll be wise to see how they live, don't you think? What reasons have you for wanting to visit Hyzant?
Certainly.
Indeed, they say Hyzant is a country without kings or nobles. It's hard to imagine. But why imagine when we could see it with our own eyes? Interesting proposal. What do everyone else thinks? You've given me much to consider, friend.
Lord Serenoa.
Alfrost or Hyzant. Makes no difference to me. Where you go, I shall follow. Still, I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter, my lord. They say Hyzant is a nation of salt and sand. Do you have a reason to go there? In the ministry.
Indeed.
I see. I hear the feats performed there beggar belief. Any knowledge we could gain would surely come in handy during times of need. Thank you for sharing, my lord. I see now why you wish to visit Hyzant. Plus. That should do it.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, or the holy state of Hyzant?
Although I would have loved to go into Esfrost and put her family in their place.
Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You've convinced me.
You have my vote.
I changed my mind.
I really should have read that, shouldn't I? Yeah, well.
The The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Yep.
The way forward is decided. We journey to Hyzant. We have decided. We set sail for the holy state of Hyzant. Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patriot.
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
Lord Serenoa, we are honored that you would choose to grace our nation with your presence. That said, I must offer you a warning as well.
It may be in Lady Frederica's best interests to remain here in Glenbrook. I fear there may be some complications were she to come to Hyzant.
Huh?
She is half-sister to the Archduke and my betrothed besides. What complications could there possibly be?
None, if I had any say in it. However, the matter is more delicate than that.
Your lady's hair would draw attention. Unfortunately, none of it favorable.
My mother's hair. The pink locks of the Roselle. Mother once told me of how her people fled Hyzant.
Then you know how the Roselle are viewed in our nation. How the gospel of the goddess regards them as sinners.
Yes, I do. But I am from Esfrost, and I assure you I have committed no sins.
Of course, my lady. Very well then. I will do all in my power to see your visit is a pleasant one.
Thank you. Pray forgive my outburst.
You've no need to apologize. Still, I must ask, are you certain?
I must go. I would see with my own eyes. See where and how my mother and her people suffered.
Should I stop there for now? I'm getting a little... See, this is what happens when I spend freaking ungodly amount of time doing shorter streams. My body just gets used to it. Oh well. 3 hours is good for now. I can work my way back up to a decent amount of time. So that will be all for now. We should be back with more tomorrow. Liking this game. For now though, bye!